everyone. I'm Lauren Conlon, and welcome to Pop Crime TV's The Outlier podcast. If you're new here, I would love for you to like and subscribe or just to follow my work in general. Now, I have an episode today that does not involve any type of criminal case, no trials, no horrific red rums. It's just a lovely actor and me. And I don't cover a lot of, or I guess I should say, I don't interview a lot of actors or celebrities as much as I used to. I've sort of shifted to criminal cases and more of the whole, celebrity crime, pop crime, if you will. But I do like to sprinkle in just actor interviews where it's perfectly happy, perfectly light, because I think that we all need a little bit more of that in our lives. And I think what's great about that is that I choose the actors that I want to interview. And a lot of the time, I would say actually all of the time at this point, the actors that I choose, I am really big fans of. So Andre Holland, I've been a fan of him for a really long time. I loved him in The Nick, which we talk about. That show was on Cinemax, I think in 2014. There was only 2 seasons. It was so good. If you haven't seen that, it's like this dark drama that takes place in the very early 1900s in New York City. It sort of shows you what happens in these hospitals. Clive Owen is the lead in that, one of the doctors, and obviously Andre Holland is as well. I mean, it's an old show, but we talk about it, and he says that he gets stopped on the street all the time for his role in The Nick. And also, he was a lead character in Moonlight, which won the 2016 Academy Award, and we all know what happened there with La La Land, and I think it was Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway who announced the wrong film, so we do talk about that. But really what he's promoting is his new film, which is called Love, Brooklyn. And that premiered in New York City at the Angelica last week. And it hits theaters tomorrow, September 5th, theaters everywhere. And it looks really good. So I'm going to play the trailer and you'll see what I mean. I couldn't quite figure out, and I kind of tell him this, like, is it a drama? Is it, a romantic comedy? I don't quite understand, but I'm here for it. So let me just play the trailer really quick so you guys can get an idea of what this is all about.
$1 million question. How goes it?
The city was perfect when I first got here. This wonderful universe to explore. But then my perfect, complete city started to shift.
You need to write the piece about Brooklyn evolving so that we both don't lose our jobs.
Evolving city? What in the world is that?
You always figure it out.
This time, I'm completely gone.
But you see somebody.
Oh, shit.
So it's good, you and Nicole?
Yeah.
You have any evening plans?
Oh.
Mommy.
Hey, Allie.
The sex, talking about the sex.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I think to myself,
Communication, we had our time,
actor.
but it just didn't work out for us. We were just hanging out.
What if it came up? You two getting back together, what would you do?
It won't come up.
But what if it did?
You've got to find your way to the center of this. All of the above is not an answer.
Don't look back.
Hey, Roger, it's your favorite editor. You just don't have more time.
I mean, you love her, don't you?
Can you stop, please? I'm supposed to be the only one being honest.
Not everything is about you.
You don't know what you want.
I do know what I want.
Well, say it.
Okay. Was just about to play that again. Not that it wasn't spectacular enough to play again. But you see what I mean? I feel like that the writing is so good. It just kind of, it drew me in immediately with these pauses, these dramatic pauses that the actors had. And I feel like I'm really going to enjoy this movie. But I'm going to play my interview right now with Andre Holland. You will see he is so down to earth. And it is funny because he is a leading man. He has multiple leading roles in films, in popular television shows, but I do feel like he's a seriously underrated actor. And, you know, he's one of those guys I feel like that can walk down the street, not get harassed or, you know, I mean, accosted, but also people do notice him. There's a lot of actors like that, but I do feel like he doesn't really get the credit that he deserves because he is so talented. And as you will see, you guys, he is so sweet. I mean, I could have talked to him for a very long time. And when he's like, oh, I live in Brooklyn, I'm like, don't tell me that. I'll come find you. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Brooklyn's huge. Okay. I'm kidding. If he listens to this, I'm kidding. Okay. I will, before I say anything else stupid, I'm going to play my interview with Andre Holland, and then I will close us out. I'm very excited to talk about Love Brooklyn. It looks amazing. But while I have you, I need to fangirl out for a minute on two things. I saw you on Broadway in Jitney. I think it was like 2015. I had a front row seat. I love Broadway. So you were so good. That play, it moved me and all of your performances. So yeah, kudos. Yeah.
Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. We had such a good time working on that play. It was definitely one of the highlights of my career. So I'm glad you were there to see it.
Yeah, you could tell that you guys all enjoyed it, not to be cliche. But then also I still think about this show, The Nick, when you were Algernon. That literally was my favorite show in the entire world. A show has not come close for me since then. Isn't that crazy?
Oh my God. Listen, I gotta say, I completely agree with you, Lauren. Like, I want to, I have been fighting like tooth and nail to get the show back on the air. I loved it so much.
How do we do this? Yeah. What do we do for this?
I mean, I think we just got to listen, here's the thing. Everywhere I go, people stop me all the time and say they love that show more than anything. And so I think it's just a matter of getting people to keep talking about it and convincing the powers that be that there really is an audience for it, which I know there is, because I'm, as I say, like, stopped about that more than I am about anything I've ever done.
I mean, that's what's so interesting about it, is that people watched it. I mean, a lot of people watched it. And I think there was only 1 or 2 seasons, right?
Yeah, just 2 seasons, 10 episodes each. Yep.
Yeah. Did you guys film that in New York City? Because that's another thing. I was always like, I never thought I wanted to go, back in time to time travel in New York City in the, whatever, the 1900s. But I'm like, this looks badass.
Yeah, we actually did. We shot it a lot of it in Brooklyn, some in New York. In fact, I live in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, and the front of the hospital, the exterior of the hospital, is right around the corner from where I live. So I see it every day.
Wait, that you must be like bummer.
Yeah, it breaks my heart every time I see it.
No, I mean, it was gosh, it was such a good show. Let's figure that out. Okay. Let's figure out how to bring that back. I love it. But Love Brooklyn. So it opens in select cities, but a lot of cities on September 5th. And I watched the trailer, and I mean, I'm a big fan of going to movies in theaters. I like the whole magic of cinema. And I just think it's really important to also support, independent films. But this one in particular, it's almost like I couldn't figure it out. Is it romance? Is it, I couldn't, it's like coming of age. Can you just get me on the right track here? Because it does seem super interesting.
Yeah. Well, thanks for checking out the trailer. It sits somewhere in between a romance and a drama, I would say, or like a rom-com and a drama. It's a contemporary love story. It's set in modern day Brooklyn. And it is a sort of coming of age story, but it's a coming of age of, like, people in their late 30s and early 40s, people who are still trying to figure out what dating and relationships and romance looks like in this modern day world. I feel very deeply connected to that because it's something that I too am working to figure out for myself. And what's been amazing is that as people have seen the movie, that's what they've been talking about is, man, I really feel like I can relate to this. I feel like I've been in that kind of situationship before. And one of the reasons I wanted to make it, Lauren, is because I wanted people, I love movies like Love Jones and Love and Basketball and
Me
When
too.
Harry Met Sally, those movies
Yes.
that like
Well,
we
Love
used
and
to have.
Basketball, that's like our generation. That's like
Right.
that's totally
Yeah.
us as teenagers. That's so funny. And you nailed it too. I think as New Yorkers, and I'm not trying to box anybody out or in, but we don't settle down generally until late 30s. That's just very, very normal here. And you've got people. I'm from New Hampshire. You're from Alabama, and I'm sure your family's like chirping because everybody settles down, right, in their 20s, and they have babies in their 20s. But that is not New York City. So I definitely felt that 100%, just from the little that I watched, and it really kept me. There was a few. I mean, it was a very well done trailer. I'm sure the movie is amazing because there's parts of it that really kept me like on the edge of my seat wondering, well, you've got this situationship, and what would happen if you guys got together? What would happen? And so, yeah, I really want to know. That's why I'm definitely going to see it. I really want to know what happens.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, come check
Yeah.
us out. And I think too, Lauren, like, in addition to that, like I also wanted it to be the kind of movie that people could go and see on like a date night, for instance. Like it very much is the kind of movie you want to go see with someone or like with a group of people, girlfriends or guy friends or whatever, and really like engage with and interact with the movie.
Yeah.
And like, listen, I've been doing a bunch of Q&As, and the conversations that have been had in the lobby of the theater have been very, very interesting.
Ooh, like
Yeah.
what? You tell me.
Well, for instance, the guy playing the movie is caught between these two different relationships. And when I come out into the theater after the movie is over, I can always see groups of women glaring at me, because my character's a little messy in the movie. And so they'll come over and be like, now you see, you had no business going to see that other woman when you were with that one.
And you're like, it's a character. Thank you so much for your advice. Wait, that's so funny that people do that. I mean,
Yeah.
you could tell, listen, you could tell that he probably double dipped on certain days. Fine, whatever. No one's judging, I guess. But it is kind of funny. It's just your character. It's interesting
Yeah.
that people, wanted to approach you and give
But I
you
love it
a
though.
lesson.
I think it means that people are really like feeling it and engaging with it. And and I really dig it. So
Yeah. And I have to say, you as an actor, everything that you do is so I'm trying to find the right word. It's just it's special, I guess. It's something it's you don't I don't want to shade any other actors. That wouldn't be nice. But I've gotten to the point where it's tough for me. I used to love Robert De Niro, and now I'm like, you take all these films, like these weird grandpa movies that are not funny, and it just kind of, I get it. You've got a lot of kids to pay for, right? Like you're having kids at 80, you got bills to pay. But it just sort of takes away from, the specialness of some of these films. And with you, it's like everything you do is like just so important. And I think about, your body of work, and I think about Moonlight, for example. I mean, that was a film every film you do, every show you do, people are talking about it, and people have a lot to say about it after because it makes them think. So, I mean, just really quickly on Moonlight, I'll never forget, obviously, 2016, when they announced La La Land, and then I think it was Warren Beatty's like, oh, just kidding, it's Moonlight. Were you peeing your pants? I mean, that must have been a crazy moment.
I will never forget that moment. It was one of the craziest nights of my life. It was an out of body experience. All I remember is like when we realized that the mistake was made, I remember getting up and walking down the aisle, going towards the stage, and just seeing faces of people who I grew up. Like I remember Meryl Streep turned at one point and was like, "Get up there," and then I think Don Cheadle was like, congratulations, man. And then Denzel is there. Like all of these people just one by one,
Yeah. Yep.
and then there was just like a flurry of camera flashes in our faces. And then we were at the party, and then it was the next day. And I was like, oh my God, it feels like the world just changed.
Yep. Right.
Like,
I hope you have so many pictures that you can look back and just remember that. I mean, it was it was so incredible. And I love that movie. And that movie was again, it made you think. It was such an important film. And so I just want to thank you for all the work you do, all the films, and that, I even think about Castle Rock. I love that. I really love everything that you do. And you are this leading man. You've got leading man energy, and you make it happen when you are the leading man. But you also, you're not we don't forget about you when you're not, I guess, if that, yeah. So you're not too good. I don't know. I'm babbling now, but
Oh, you're amazing.
I've just been a fan for a really long time. So I was so excited when I saw that you were doing a media tour. I had to jump in, and I will be going to see your movie. Believe me, I love going to the movies by myself. And so I'll be going to see this in the city. And Angelica, you guys premiered at Angelica. I love that place.
Yeah, it was so cool. Thank you for the kind words. It really, I gotta just say, it means so much to me. Thank you.
Yeah.
And yeah, we premiered at Angelica, and then we go nationwide tomorrow on Friday. And we did we had like an amazing turnout at Angelica, and we want to keep it going. We hope people keep coming to see the show. And also, since you are a fan, I would love to invite you to come and see a play I'm doing right now in New York.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
What is it? I will be there.
So it's at the Shed Theater. It's on 30th Street.
Okay.
And it is called The Brothers' Size.
Okay. I'm like writing it down. I mean, so I don't forget, but okay. It's playing right now?
Yeah, we actually just started 2 nights ago, and we officially open next week on Wednesday, but we're doing previews every night. So
that's cool. Oh my gosh, maybe I should come to opening. That's so fun.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm gonna
look into that. I should hit your publicist up, and
Please
yeah,
do. I'll make sure we get you tickets.
Yeah, I can get tickets. I want to support, but I just meant, for other reasons. But if people want to find you and follow your work, how should they do that? What's the best way?
Well, I have an Instagram. It's just my name, Andre Holland, and then my production company is called Harper Road Films. We are, a new production company, but we're working hard and we're hustling. And then also the Love Brooklyn movie. We have an Instagram handle, Love Brooklyn Movie, which people can follow and for updates about the movie and showtimes and locations and special events we're going to be doing.
Love it. Okay. And yes, everyone needs to go see Love Brooklyn. I will be going to see it. And I didn't mention this, but Andre, you also produced the film. So you have done quite a lot of work on this. So yay. Well, this was so nice. This just made my day, made my morning, made my week. I cannot wait to look into your play, The Shed. I'm very excited for that as well. But everybody, Love Brooklyn. Trust me, you're going to like this. I know it. Okay, I'm back. And that was Andre Holland. I told you, he is amazing. He is so personable. And I definitely, I did not play hard to get at all. When he's like, oh, I have a play coming up. I'm like, I'll be there. Okay, Lauren, relax a little bit. Take a breath. Can you imagine? So he's like, yeah, sure. He probably was regretting and asking me immediately after I jumped on that opportunity. But no. His movie looks great. He's great, guys. I hope you can see that. He's just this humble guy that's like, come see my movie. But anyway, I was so happy to interview him and to promote any type of work that he does, because as you know, I am a fan, and sometimes I get so embarrassed at my babbling and whatever, but I am who I am. And that interview, by the way, was completely unedited. So you do get to see all of it, all of my nonsensical words. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. If you like this, again, don't forget to like, subscribe. If you're listening, please leave me a review on Apple or Spotify, or again, just wherever you listen. And I will be back with more episodes next week. Thanks again, guys.